Recording in 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, we have a viewer request, top 10 forgotten 90s TV shows. Let's check it out.
Hi, I'm Ben Stiller. Welcome to the show. I guess you're wondering who I am and what the show's about. Well, I don't know. I've never really had a show before. It's my first time.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 forgotten 90s TV
Bro, that caffeine is already hitting me as
shows.
You know, I'm starting to feel way underappreciated here.
Go.
For this list, we'll be sticking to series that premiered in the 90s, even if their run extended into...
Bro, I was born in the 90s, so I probably don't remember any of these. Like, when in the 90s, I was watching cartoons, guys.
the 2000s. However, we're
And playing Super Mario 64.
including animated shows.
2000 shows, I would kind of know about. The 90s, I don't even watch that much television, so...
which deserve their own list. Did we forget your favorite forgotten 90s TV show? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Sequest DSV. The Earth's surface is 71%
These are so well done, man. I think...
water, and its depths remain largely unexplored, making it a perfect science fiction backdrop. Set in the early 21st century,
They have a certain formula. They cut like every 2 or 3 seconds. They change the scene. Or something like that. That's how Mr. Beast does his videos.
this NBC series could be described as Star Trek, but underwater.
Deploy whiskers, Mr. Ortiz. Narrow cone sweeps, feed data directly to fire control.
Whiskers out. Feeding data now.
4 plasma torpedoes, charged and loaded.
Bro, it's just scary thinking about this. It reminds me of that that submarine thing that happened, bro. Bro,
Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
I'm scared of submarines now after what happened.
Stark, there's still no message from NORPAC Command.
On air for 3 seasons, the series centers
3
on the
seasons.
Sequest DSV 4600 crew as they protect ocean floor colonies on behalf of the United Earth Oceans Organization. The ensemble cast stars Roy Scheider from Spielberg's Jaws and 90s teen heartthrob Jonathan Brandis.
You, seem
Don't know who that is, but that looks like the standard, like, kid actor right there.
surprised, Captain.
From the 90s, you know what I mean? The mullet.
Maybe just a little jealous.
Jealous?
Well, I heard you were working on a similar system and, gave up. Switched to hand signals or something?
So?
Nothing.
It almost looks like the same kid from, like, a lot of these shows, bro.
Spielberg also served as an executive producer for the series. While not often brought up today, it was a fun and innovative show. And who can forget the lifelike animatronic dolphin Darwin? So convincing that audiences
Whoa.
believed Darwin was real.
Look at that, bro.
What? Who wants to play?
I think he wants to play. He means the size of the tank.
I know what he means.
Number 9. Stark Raving Mad. This
Anyone see that movie? I had not seen that movie.
NBC sitcom starred Tony Shalhoub as eccentric horror novelist Ian Stark and Neil Patrick Harris as his
I'm sorry, it's not a movie. It's a TV show.
OCD editor.
Henry McNeely. Oh, yeah.
Zac Efron? Something like that.
Audrey didn't tell me much about you. Yeah, she left out a few details about you, too.
Although Shalhoub and Harris would find long-term series success with Monk and How I Met Your Mother, the pair only got 1 season together on Stark Raving Mad, despite an average viewership of 15.5 million.
Dude, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Ad revenue they're making, bro.
He fell right over the couch! What are you
How do they do this so well, bro?
doing? Research, Henry. I'm trying to determine how someone reacts upon finding a decapitated head.
Fortunately, that 1 season was 22 episodes long, enough to show off their chemistry on screen. For fans wondering, what if Barney Stinson had OCD? Or what if Adrian Monk was an oddball trickster? Well, wonder no more.
Okay, bye-bye, Henry. Sorry we scared you away.
Yo, sharpshooter, what's up for the 3rd time? All you said was yo in my chat.
You're the one who's scared. Me? Of what? Of writing.
Yeah, they have like a... entire cruise. That means it's a multi. They're worth like tens of millions, 100 millions dollars.
Ian, of failing.
I've never been to Hollywood.
Number 8.
Only been to the Strip once.
Sports Night. Celebrated screenwriter Aaron Sorkin found success on the small screen with his Emmy Award-winning series, The West Wing.
Boy, those were the days, huh?
Good afternoon, Mr. President.
Al, what do we got here, CJ?
Well, we've got some hot tempers, Mr. President.
Mary.
However, before that, Sorkin created, produced, and wrote the
I probably won't recognize any song. Maybe because it's called Forgotten. You know what I mean?
Forgotten Sports Night on ABC. With only a 2-year run before cancellation, Sports Night offers
Like some of these actors are making millions, some aren't.
a fictional
I'm in terms of like if I was working there, I'd be probably the one that's like an extra in the movie, bro. I would.
account of a sports news show, which Sorkin based on ESPN's Sports Center.
Not as making as much as the main star, but maybe one day, right?
Good evening from New York City. I'm Dan Rydell alongside Casey McCall. Those stories, plus we're going to take a swing through the NFL where there were more than a few upsets yesterday.
The series includes all the Sorkin hallmarks that have endeared him to audiences: snappy dialogue, the walk and talk, and carefully crafted comedy and drama.
How could you have been married to Steve Sisko all those years and know nothing about sports?
It wasn't all those years, Dan. It was 2.5 years.
Yeah, but they were 2.5 Steve Sisko years. That's like 25 regular
You
years.
think Neil Armstrong's wife was an expert in astropropulsion?
Guys, you know how many times I've seen this? Like walking in the office, like the camera pans back. There's two people talking in shows, bro. A lot.
I think she's heard of the moon.
Sadly, it was canceled after
Yo, I used to be in a daycare, and somebody that worked there was in like a Star Trek episode.
just 2 seasons. Too soon. Number 7. Big Bad Beetleborgs. Pop culture icons the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers dominated kids programming throughout the 90s.
How is this forgotten, bro? This is my childhood right here, man. Maybe it's a subgenre of Mighty Morphin, guys. But I do remember their theme song.
But the resembles a weird mix of Jay Leno, Liberace, and Elvis.
Reminds me of that movie, The Mask. I wasn't a fan of The Mask growing up.
The kids' wish? To become their comic book heroes.
It kind of scared me, not gonna lie.
The Big Bad Beetleborgs. Unfortunately, the show has faded into relative obscurity, despite having one of the most memorable and, dare we say, raddest theme songs of the decade.
Yeah, that's not Power Rangers, man. Power Rangers, I can't. I think that show still runs, guys.
Number 6. Farscape. The MCU's Guardians of the Galaxy films propelled director James Gunn into another stratum of fame, and he points to the Australian-American show Farscape as a direct influence.
Hey, DK. Sir? Well, you're looking pretty sharp there, Commander Crichton.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, the characters in that movie, they weren't that. They're kind of scary, bro. They scare me. I mean, show, rather.
Let's do this thing.
The sci-fi series is about an astronaut, John Crichton, who's launched
Whoa.
by a wormhole to the other end of the universe, landing in the middle of an
Guys, now we know where the movie Avatar came from.
intergalactic conflict.
I'm not what you think I am.
Not a peacekeeper? Yes, we know that now. You have some
She's blue.
decidedly unfamiliar bacteria living within you.
I'm from a planet called Earth. I'm human. Homo sapien sapien.
It's time for us to eat.
Crichton's quips often reference American pop culture, directed at
It's like the budget Star Wars.
viewers more than the alien characters around him. Puppeteer Brian Henson served as an executive producer throughout, so Jim Henson Company
I was a fan of Star Trek, but I had to stop watching it because I would get absorbed into watching every Star Trek episode.
creatures and top-tier puppetry brought Farscape's world to life.
What just happened? It's a perfectly natural bodily function. Anecdotalist, so your loyal subjects tell you. You fart helium? Sometimes, when I'm nervous. or angry?
Attention.
Number 5.
Interesting.
Dark Skies.
Come on, yeah.
Although Fox's The X-Files set the standard for alien conspiracy TV in the 90s,
So they're so rich they started like spin-off shows for a lot of these series, man.
NBC's Dark Skies still made its mark, despite
Dark
being
Skies.
canceled during its first season.
This program is being presented as fiction to protect those people fighting in the resistance.
The series takes a historical approach to alien conspiracy theories, using the tagline, "History as we know it is a lie." The show begins in 1960s America, where John Loengard and Kim Sayers have to outwit the shadowy Majestic 12.
Yo, thank you for the hearts. I wish that would show up on my chat thing if you guys send the hearts. that would be super cool. They should update it.
As they seek to expose the invading alien hive.
I found something.
Whatever it is, it looks like it's made of gold. It's that design again.
New spins on history and 1960s icons feature in Season 1, and historical figures from the 70s, 80s, and 90s were planned for future seasons. Still, Season 1 shows enough great potential to be worth the watch.
It's in my head, John. Something is...
What?
It's too late, John. We have her.
No!
Number 4. Clueless. No other 90s movie captured slang or contributed to the American lexicon like 1995's Clueless, starring 90s Betty, Alicia Silverstone.
Ew! Get off of me!
So, yo, Ashley, how you doing? So most of these shows only ran for like 1 or 2 years. That's why.
Off the film
they got to run for 5 years to be cemented in our minds.
success, ABC introduced the TV version
Got a
of
nice text for the font there.
the movie
Nice
as part of
font.
TGIF. It loosely
It's like it must be like a girls show or something, right?
continues from
We're doing good. We're doing good. Channel is doing pretty good today.
the film, with some notable
We're trying to go the extra mile. You know, we're not gonna be complacent here.
recast,
I'm
departure,
not broke. I'm not the most views in one day yet, but we're just about tied with the most views in one day on the channel.
and additions.
I cannot believe you snagged Lucas. Captain of the hockey team, pitcher, quarterback. The boy does everything. Major snaps share.
Turn the volume down.
But what I like is he's so sweet.
I'll try to make it the same volume. Can you guys not hear me that good? Let me try to increase the volume, the gain again. Alright, increase my gain a little more. Is that good?
Rachel
Sounds good,
Blanchard
thank you.
replaced Alicia Silverstone
alright.
as Cher, while Stacey Dash
Yeah,
reprised
sorry if it was a little bit less loud. I'm using a USB cable. I'm not using the official like I almost said RSPS cable. I'm not using the official like cable that came with this microphone, so I'm not sure if it's gonna affect the quality.
her role as Best
Nice, yo, I saw gambling on RSPS, and they look so different on there, man.
Dion. Donald Faison and Eliza Donovan also returned as Murray and Amber.
That is exactly what Jim Carrey's teachers used to say to him.
Like, I so much prefer anything but DMing, bro. I'm not that much into DMing on Old School RuneScape, bro. But we might have to do it for money because it's just cracks for money.
Hello, did you see the cable guy?
Sometimes a genius needs to explore the darker side of his psyche.
It's a shame the show was canceled after 3 seasons, because we thought it was totally fetch. Number 3. The Ben Stiller Show. It's hard to believe that a show created by Ben Stiller and Judd Apatow, starring Bob Odenkirk, would be canceled after 13 episodes.
What?
Look, if this is about work, I can get you.
I have not seen a show named after someone ever before until I just seen this right now. Ben Stiller Show, guys.
An audition. 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 No, I don't think you really understand what we're talking about here.
Still, the Ben Stiller Show suffered that fate in the mid-90s.
No.
The sketch comedy
No.
series featured the titular comedian, among other 90s comics and writers, parodying pop culture for the MTV generation.
You know, we're not about the glitz and the glamour, the money and the fame and the power and the touring and the money.
Reminds me of that one song where they talk about glitz, glamour, fame, and fashion, bro. That was almost the exact line. Almost the exact line.
Well, maybe we are about that.
Oh, I have heard about that. I remember it being canceled, like
a little bit, but well, I guess that is what we are about.
Ahead of its time, the show highlighted the alternative comedy scene for mainstream audiences. However, TV ratings did not match the well-deserved critical acclaim it received, ironically, after its cancellation.
Are you trying to lead into some kind of a crazy Hollywood agent type sketch or something?
No. Number 2. Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place. Before becoming a leading pop culture mainstay and movie star lead, Ryan Reynolds starred in the late 90s television
okay, that's a name I recognize, Ryan Reynolds.
Series, Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place.
So what do you plan to do after grad school?
Why can't you just let me be happy?
Because it's not fair to the rest of us.
After season 2, the series was renamed Two Guys and a Girl, with the show focusing less on Beacon Street pizza and more on the characters' personal lives. Set in Boston, the series follows Reynolds' character Berg, his co-worker Pete, and their friend Sharon.
Yo, pizza kind of sounds good right now.
As they attend Tufts University.
You're a lot of things, but people person? It goes the Unabomber, then you.
Whoa, don't make jokes about that.
That's why we love you.
After the first season, Sharon's romantic interest Johnny is introduced, played by television favorite Nathan Fillion.
Looking for this?
Yeah, thanks.
Can I get you a tall, cool glass of lemonade?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Coming right up.
Sharon, going after the repairman.
The comedy spotlighted Ryan Reynolds in his first leading role, and the famous Reynolds charm shown for 4 seasons. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. The Adventures of Pete and Pete. This quirky series typifies Nickelodeon at its finest.
5 years it aired. That's the longest I've seen a show be aired on this video.
Pete, by the way. This here's my brother Pete. Yeah, we come back here every now and then to pay respects to the...
Can you believe they're making millions per show, man? That's quite wild. It's quite a bit of money per show.
Squid I killed.
Carol and Company. Comedy legend Carol Burnett brings her classic sketch comedy to the 90s.
So good to be back. I think we've got a wonderful show for you. It's going to be a little different every week because each week, actually it'll be a lot different every week because each week we're going to do a different story for you. And each week I will be playing a different person.
Highlander, the series. Highlander boasts gravitas worthy of the fantasy film that inspired the series.
You made a mistake. I'm no priest.
Attack!
Erie, Indiana. A big city transplant and his new friends investigate America's weirder side.
Gentlemen, thanks for the wake-up call.
There he was, Trip McConnell. What was he? Some ghost that just appeared out of thin air?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Subscribe and ring the bell. I used to put this thing in the middle of my videos, but it takes too long to re-render them.
You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. My So-Called Life. This teen drama series treated its subject matter with seriousness and care, managing to be subtle but also heartfelt. Set in the fictionalized Pennsylvania suburb Three Rivers, the series follows Angela Chase, a 15-year-old high school sophomore played by Claire Danes.
I cannot bring myself to eat a well-balanced meal in front of my mother. It just means too much to her.
Guys, what does that mean? What is a philosophical meaning from that?
I mean, if you stop to think about, chewing, what it really is, how people just do it, like in public.
The series authentically depicted teenage social life and its difficulties, not shying away from topics like drug use and abuse. Wilson Cruz's portrayal of Ricky
So many teen shows are like that though, man. But it makes for a good show.
Vasquez is still revered today for the impact it had on gay representation in pop culture.
If you were about to do it, okay, what would you want the other person to say? Like right before?
This won't take long.
No.
What the heck?
Seriously.
Don't I know you?
No, for real, like romantic.
A young Jared Leto also stars on the show as Angela's love interest. Thanks to Angela's narration, the short-lived series literally gave a voice to teenage girls. Alas, it was canceled after just one season.
I've been kissed 3 times.
Dang, bro. Dang.
No, 4 times.
It'd be an interesting experience being on a set like that, though, for sure.
No, 3 times. All of them were people I never saw again. Which I
Whoa.
hope doesn't like me.
Just cut to the fire.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips.
Top 10 most forgotten anime series of all time. Oh, snap. We gotta react to that, like, later. A nice video. Thank you for the recommendation.
From Watch Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified.
Let's do RuneScape next. RuneScape videos are doing best on the channel right now.